Okay, so today we're going to try Manchester to Liverpool on my new mountain bike. Now, keeping in mind I have very little experience on riding a bike and I'm pretty unfit, so we're going to kind of see how far I can go. Now, I'm going on the Bridgewater Canal. I'm picking this up around about kind of Stretford area, and I'm basically heading south. Now, I've never ridden on the Bridgewater Canal any further south than kind of Sale area, if anyone knows Sale. So it's going to be a new experience for me, and yeah, let's kind of see how far I can go. Now this is the kind of broad heath area, which is on the way to kind of Altrincham, that sort of direction. And I really liked it around here because there's a good mixture of the old and the new. If you look at some of the old factories there, disused, been abandoned for years, and right next to them they built these brand new housing estates and these really cool apartment blocks. I mean, these were awesome. So it's kind of the contrast between old and new. I found that pretty interesting. Okay, so at this point we're leaving the Bridgewater Canal. Now we're just gone past Broad Heath going towards Dunham Massey, that area. And we'll leave the Bridgewater Canal and we're going to pick up the Trans Pennine Trail. Now this portion of the Trans Pennine Trail is an old disused railway line which ran all the way to Lymm. Now the good thing about this is it's basically completely flat and it's a straight line for as far as the eye can see. So yeah, it's about 3 miles perhaps I'm on this now. So unfortunately just outside of Lymm, the Trans Pennine Trail is closed. So I had to get my sat-nav out, my Google Maps, and lucky enough I found the Bridgewater Canal was only about half a mile from me. So I managed to get off the Trans Pennine Trail and back onto the Bridgewater Canal, which is basically the same direction anyways, it makes no difference. So now I'm heading basically towards Walton area, Stockton Heath area, if anyone knows that. Now after a few miles on the Bridgewater Canal, it's time to exit. Now we're getting off in a little place called Moor. Now Moor is going to take us down into the Runcorn cycle path, which is fantastic. It takes me right into Runcorn city centre. Towards the end of the cycle path I'll get back onto the Bridgewater Canal again and take it about a mile into the centre of Runcorn. But these cycle routes were great in Runcorn. I didn't have to spend any time really on any of the main roads. A lot of kind of like nature reserves and type of things and trails everywhere. So this is the bit now where I'm picking up the Bridgewater Canal again for a third time, and this is literally on the outskirts of Runcorn. Probably now about a mile or two away from the city centre of Runcorn. This is the famous Runcorn Bridge, which is going to take me across the River Mersey. Now, it actually has a great cycle lane going across the bridge, a 2-lane cycle lane. A lot of space to ride in. But I actually took the footpath because I wanted to get some shots of the River Mersey below and looking back over towards the Manchester direction. Okay, so now we're joining the Trans Pennine Trail again, and it goes underneath the bridge we just cycled over. And this will kind of follow the River Mersey now along some nice little cycling routes. Very pretty. But the problem is after about 2 or 3 miles it takes you inland and you end up going along some busy main roads. Takes you around John Lennon Airport and you end up going inland through some kind of horrible housing estates and things, and yeah, this is definitely the worst bit of the route. But eventually after a few miles it takes us back onto the cycle path along the River Mersey, which we're joining now. 35 miles in at this point and I am dying, absolutely dying. totally unfit, totally unhealthy. So yeah, I had a little lay down on the bench here and drank a lot of water. This bit was quite chilled out, good cycle path, basically a straight line into the approach to Liverpool. And finally we have made it. We're now at the famous Liverpool Albert Docks. Now I made it here in around about 5 hours and 20 minutes, but I did take some rest breaks. I took a break in Runcorn for about half an hour to kind of refuel on some water and some chocolate. And as you saw a moment ago, I had a little lay down on a bench for about 20 minutes as well. Again, I was in no rush, so I could take my time. So yeah, good little trip. So there we go, mission completed. I had a little look around Liverpool, which I really enjoyed. And I ended up getting the train back with my bicycle back to Manchester. So yeah, great trip, really recommend it.